Black Cat here. I am out here with the intentions of making connections with the gods, and the gods I am speaking of is from the Norse religion. I want to become a Norse pagan. So I heard a good way to become one is to surround yourself in nature. In the back bush near my house, when I live out in the country, I am going to be making offerings in hopes to make contacts with one of the gods in particular, but I do know for a fact that it doesn't happen every time on the first try. So I'm just hoping they will at least accept my offering, in hopes that they will accept me with their loving embrace into this religion as I dive deeper into the knowledge of what it means to become a Norse pagan. And I've done some research on it. I do understand that this religion comes with a lot of quote-unquote homework. It's a very homework religion. You're constantly learning about new things and everything. It's all about the experience and learning and following the ways of the gods. But you don't have to do anything of the old ways. Like, I know they used to sacrifice people and animals, but you actually don't have to do that anymore. It can be like food, fresh food, stuff that takes time and love into it. The gods are usually very appreciative if it's taken more time into it. So Odin is the god of wisdom, as well as the god of war, and sometimes the god of death. Usually what happens in the afterlife is he will accept the warriors that have fallen in battle and train them for the upcoming horizon of the, well, quote-unquote, apocalypse is what we call it now. And they take these people and they train them for when the god Loki escapes, finally, and this world is plummeted into chaos. I want to follow the ways of Frigg. She is the protector of homes, marriage, and pregnancy. Lots of women pray to her to help become pregnant, in my hopes that maybe if I pray to her, she could help me be blessed with another little one. I also would like to follow the ways of Frigga. She is the goddess of love, beauty, and sometimes death. With death, she trains them for the field in magic and battle skills and such. I know it seems a little ridiculous to be talking like there's such thing as magic and such like that, but honestly, this is what I choose to believe in, and it's the only religion that honestly has ever made any sense to me. I also choose to believe in Thor. He is the god of thunder. He is, as well as he is known as the defender of worlds and men. And I also choose to believe in Tree, because he is the god of war. I mainly choose the last two to follow their ways because I'm hoping that they can help protect their men at arms as they go off to battle. But anyways, I'm here to make an offering to Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, and sometimes death. I'm only making an offering for love. I'm wondering how this all goes, and I'm hoping to speak to the gods, at least the hopes that they will hear me. I understand they won't actually fully talk back. I've done some research and I've been told it can take time, and sometimes it never happens if you're not a true believer. Here I have some picked flowers. These tiger lilies are from my garden. They constantly grow and grow and grow. My landlord always chops them down, but I always find them really beautiful. I also grabbed some wildflowers as an offering. A little bit of a home-cooked meal from last night, and some fresh-picked wheat. I'm hoping that this will be suffice. The sticks are just to help me make the rune symbol. Now, I don't suggest anyone to actually do runes unless they understand a little more about them. I had to do a few clips of YouTube and Google searches to figure out what the heck a rune thing is. So let's just get this started and see if we make contact. Alright guys, I just finished my ceremony and I used a symbol that's very identical to this one. I know it's like in the shape of an X, and most of you are like, well, who cares? It's just an X. But let me show you something. See, it's the exact same symbol I used. The goddess was here. She was listening. You guys are never going to believe this. I am, well, walking away from the bush now, but normally I'm a person who always get lost. You can ask anybody, honestly, and they will tell you, I get so lost, I could walk 2 blocks away and not find my way home. I'm the type that will lose their car every time in the parking lot. But I walked into the bush and a little lost. So because of the fact of normally the path to go in was all blocked up by plant life and trees and everything, and I was like, well crap, more stuff must have grown. So I'm walking along the sides and I see what looks like to me a stone path. Now the stone path is not man-made. The stone path looks like it was just there. Like was there from fallen rocks that had come out of the soil, and it was brought up by the rain, whatever you want to call it. It just looked like it was just there. So I thought I stepped on that path on the way down, and this hill's a little steep. So if I was actually stepping on the ground, I would have broken my ankles. So, anyways, I follow the stone path, and I remember going over a log, and then in between 2 trees. Now normally, I don't pinpoint these because it's like the whole time I was in there, as you saw, everything looked the same. There was no way to indicate what trees or log I had to go over. So, I had even walked further and further into the bush because during my ceremony, I thought I heard footsteps, and I thought maybe if I walked that way I might be able to see something, but at first I thought I didn't, until I turned around and I noticed these 2 branches. They fell off the tree and landed so perfectly. It was like it was in a form of an X. I was like, what? Because I just used that symbol. Then I find this. To me, I don't know why, when I looked at it, I felt like I could carve this into something better. Like, I could turn this into a shrine or an altar, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so after I find my sacred object, I end up taking a video of my experience of the X. And as I paused the video to go search for the offerings, I knew my offerings were surrounded by bushes. But every bush there looked the goddamn same. And I thought, I'm never going to find this. How am I supposed to show people? And as I'm thinking, I'm never going to find this, I stumble upon my offering circle. I was like, what the hell? And after I take a video of that, I'm trying to go back the way I came. I'm trying to go out pretty much, not the way I came in. I'm just trying to get out. Every path around me felt like it was blocked. But it wasn't like that before. I just felt like everything was too closed in, that I couldn't get over anything. I couldn't get around anything. And suddenly I see the 2 trees. And then by instinct, I walked between the 2 trees. And then I kept following it over a log. And I followed the log. And then I found the stone path. And I'm like, what? This is the way I came in. What the hell? Because I felt like this was a sign from Odin to show me to step on the stone steps, to know how to get in and get out without actually getting lost. So I thank you to the Allfather, thank you to Freyja, thank you to Frigg, Thor, to Tyr, everyone. Thank you. I didn't get lost. I thought I would. I got eaten alive, but I didn't get lost. I noticed they actually fit perfectly together. It can't stand up on its own, as you can see. But for some reason, they fit perfect. It's like it was meant to be, even though it's like a piece of driftwood and a stone from a field. But, yeah. My heart won't stop pounding.